Pensioners Global Ventures lágbàdì golónírèké ń bàdàn. A ó tẹ̀yìn lọ́rùn dọ́gba.
Exactly a minute past 7 on the stables of Pensioners 106.7 FM. And with this, I say a blissful morning to all our listeners in the house, and I welcome you to another edition of Newsreel on the stables of Pensioners 106.7 FM at Barigo, Onireke Ibadan, the voice of liberation. It's a program where we'll bring to you stories within and across the globe. My name is Olamide Sholari, and I'm not doing this alone. I'm in the studio with.
Yes, good morning, Olamide.
Good
How was the
morning.
night?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yes, beautiful morning to you and welcome to Newsreel on Pensioners 106.7 FM. This is where we'll bring you the details and the analysis of the trending headlines of the day. My name is Israel Adejumobi. You're welcome on board.
Okay, now we'll be going straight to the headlines now. Transparency International says Nigeria ranked second most corrupt country in West Africa.
Nigeria exempted from UK travel ban.
Who begins hunt for COVID-19 origins in China after quarantine?
COVID regulation. Security agencies may exploit Nigerians, says Tomori.
NUATEX COVID-19 protocol sensitization campaign to schools.
Governor Makinde inaugurates NCARES program.
NIS collaborate NAPTIP to tackle menace of trafficking, smuggling, migration.
Police promote 9 CPS to AIG, 20,365 orders.
And now to Nigeria in Diaspora Commission. The Nigerian in Diaspora Commission has announced the return of 384 Nigerians from Saudi Arabia.
Falana faults Sunday Igbo's eviction notice to herdsmen.
And now to Oyo State, Oyo launches Hajj saving scheme.
Oshun to test run new flyover with demonstration closure.
And lastly here, I have Ogun Assembly wants a Motekin security outfit to take off immediately.
And the last headline here with me, EFCC arrest 8 suspected fraudsters in Oshun State.
And many more and details after this short break. Please don't go away. Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. And now to details of the stories. Nigeria has dropped to 149 on Transparency International's 2020 Corruption Perception Index, the worst ranking received by Africa's largest country in recent times, as Nigeria scored 25 out of a possible 100 point. In the last TI rating in 2019, Nigeria was ranked 146th out of 180 countries surveyed, scoring 26 points out of a possible 100. According to analysts, on a scale of 0 to 100 in TI's rating, 0 means highly corrupt, while 100 stands for very clean. This means that Nigeria is 2 steps worse off than she was in 2018 when she scored 27 points to place 144th out of 180 countries, an indication that corruption in the country has worsened. According to the latest ranking, Nigeria is now the second most corrupt country in West Africa, with Guinea-Bissau the only country more corrupt than Nigeria in this sub-region. In Africa, only 12 countries are perceived to be more corrupt than Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari came into power with the promise of curbing corruption, which has been plaguing Nigeria for decades, but Nigeria's ranking on the Corruption Perception Index has continued to deteriorate in the last 4 years. Only this week, Nobel laureate Professor Wale Soyinka said the president's anti-corruption war had lost steam, adding that the rate of convictions was very low. Transparency International said the corruption caused by COVID-19 pandemic gave room for corruption to thrive in countries with weak systems.
Nigeria exempted from UK travel ban. Nigeria has been exempted from a list of countries which the United Kingdom placed a travel ban on as part of measures to curb the spread of COVID 19. This is according to a statement on the website of the British government titled Coronavirus Restrictions on Travel and Transport to England. The statement, updated on January 22nd, outlined 20 countries banned from entry into the United Kingdom. The countries include Angola, Argentina, South Africa, Brazil, Cape Verde, Chile, Colombia, Zimbabwe, and Democratic Republic of Congo, among others. The statement promised that travelers without proof of a COVID-19 test will be fined $500. The statement reads, "You must have valid proof of a negative coronavirus test to travel to England. You must take the test in the 3 days before you start your journey." Nigeria exempted from UK travel ban.
WHO begins hunt for COVID-19 origins in China after quarantine. The global health regulatory body World Health Organization WHO researchers after the end of the quarantine in China yesterday began investigations into the origins of COVID-19. China had required that the team spend a 14-day quarantine period in a hotel before they could begin their investigations in the city of Wuhan, where the virus is believed to have crossed from animals to humans in 2019. China has disputed the theory that the disease started in Wuhan, even though that it is the site of the first known instances of the disease, possibly because it does not want to be blamed as the source of the pandemic. Media report confirmed that the team would get started while the 13 experts want to conduct interviews and visit hospitals, while they also plan to go to the food market where the coronavirus that caused COVID-19 was first encountered. WHO begins hunt for COVID-19 origins in China after quarantine.
Here is a wake-up call from a concerned expert. A professor of virology, Oyewale Tomori, has raised the concern that security agencies may exploit Nigerians under the guise of enforcing the newly signed Coronavirus Disease Health Protection Regulations 2021. Tomori, who is the chairman, Expert Review Committee on COVID-19, said this during a media interaction. President Muhammadu Buhari had recently signed the regulations which made the use of face masks in public places mandatory, among other measures to curtail the spread of COVID-19. Any person found to have a body temperature above 38 degrees Celsius shall be denied entry and advised to immediately seek medical attention. It also said the nation's security personnel and other relevant local government, state, and federal government agencies are directed to enforce the provisions of the regulations. Reacting on the new order, Professor Tomori said the regulation should have been made long before now, adding that it was the second wave of the pandemic that jolted the government to do the needful. The virology professor said all Nigerians would gain from the compliance with the regulations, adding that it would be a collective win if everyone complies with the protocols.
Okay, NOAA takes COVID-19 protocols and sterilization campaign to schools and still on COVID-19 as part of effort to track the increasing rate of COVID-19. The National Orientation Agency NOAA has commenced sensitization campaign to over 300 primary and secondary schools in Oyo State. In some of schools visited, hand-washing basins and sanitizers were adequately provided by the school authorities. The new state director of the National Orientation Agency, Mr. Moshood Olale, while addressing the students in some of schools, stressed the need to adhere strictly to COVID-19 protocols and do not be carried away by fake news concerning the virus. Mr. Olale said the visit to schools was to ensure that students become agents of information on COVID-19 to both their parents and other members of their immediate communities. He equally advised the children to always put on their clean face mask, adding that those who violated the use of face mask risk imprisonment. Mr. Olale stated further that members of the public should make themselves available to be vaccinated against COVID-19 when the need arises. According to Mr. Olale, the vaccine on COVID-19 has been certified for human usage and urged people to discard various rumors surrounding the vaccine.
Governor Makinde inaugurates NCARES program. Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State has inaugurated a steering committee for COVID-19 action, recovery, an economic stimulus program for result cares to provide necessary intervention and support for the people in the state. The CARES initiative is a World Bank program across the 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory. The nine-man steering committee, to be headed by the Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Akinolaujo, was inaugurated at the executive chambers of the Governor's Office, Ibadan, while reeling out several interventions of his administration to cushion the effect of COVID-19 and sharing up the latest. The Governor noted that the CARES program was not for mere money sharing, but to ensure measurable results was achieved. Earlier, the chairman of the steering committee and commissioner for finance, Mr. Akinolaujo, explained that the World Bank facilitated the program Nigerian Cares and Cares at a marked $750 million for a 2-year financial support to states. Mr. Ojo pledged that Oyo State would access minimum grant from the program in line with the current administration's vision of moving the people from poverty to prosperity. Also, the state coordinator of the program, Mr. Kikelamo Adeoki, assured that Oyo State on its part would ensure thorough implementation of the program in accordance with its mandates. Governor Makinde inaugurates NCARES program.
And on to Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS collaborate NAPTIP to this NIS and the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons and other related matters, NAPTIP, have renewed a strategic relationship in the fight against the two dehumanizing crimes that was forced young Nigerians, women, ladies, and children into forced labor, sex slavery, and other forms of abuse. The Controller General of Immigration Service, Muhammad Babandede, at a joint meeting with the Director General NAPTIB, highlighted areas of strategic interagency collaboration that must be adopted to tackle the traffickers or smugglers. This was contained in a release by Service Public Relations Officer Sunday James on behalf of the Controller General. Babandede stated that the victims should not be victimized after being trafficked or smuggled as a means of prosecuting cases of tip and song. He advised that minors should not be subjected to public trial to avoid a traumatic exposure, but should be protected and given human treatment with respect to their fundamental human right. On her part, the NAPTIP boss, Mrs. Iman Ibrahim, assured that Babandede of her agency's collaboration and cooperation in ensuring that the country's rating improves and a new image launder for Nigerian youth, especially women and children who are the vulnerable group.
Police promote 9 CPS to AIG and 20,365 orders. The Police Service Commission has approved the promotion of 9 commissioners of police to Assistant Inspector General of Police. It also elevated 9 deputy CPS to CP and 20,356 officers who were promoted to their next ranks. In a statement by the PSC spokesman, Ikechukwu Ani, the promotion was one of the decisions of the 11th plenary meeting of the Commission held in Abuja and presided over by its chairman, Musiliu Smith, a retired Inspector General of Police. The Commission also approved the promotion of 3 Chief Superintendents to Assistant Commissioner of Police, 1,577 Deputy Superintendents to Superintendent of Police, and 2,293 Assistant Superintendents to DSP, among others. The statement added that Chairman of the Commission called on the newly promoted officers to see their new positions as a call to more duty.
Okay, now to Nigeria and Diaspora Commission. The Nigerian Diaspora Commission has announced the return of 384 Nigerians from Saudi Arabia. The returnees are part of the 802 stranded Nigerians that the Nigerian government had promised will be evacuated to Nigeria. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that the second batch will arrive in the country today.
All right, I think it's time to engage our analyst in some of the story we've read so far. And having this first story, Nigeria exempted from UK travel ban. Nigeria has been exempted from a list of countries which the United Kingdom placed the travel ban on as part of measures to curb the spread of COVID-19. Our analyst is in the studio to do justice to that. Adibi Victor Adibi. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Adibi Victor.
Yeah, good morning. My pleasure to be here.
All right, so what's your reaction to the story? Nigeria exempted from UK travel ban.
Well, fair enough. It's a privilege to have escaped being put on that list for now. I think there might still be a build up to that. I pray it doesn't happen, that our situation doesn't get anyway worse than the way it is now, that we don't have to be on any travel list ban or for that matter. Particularly the people banning us are going through hell of a situation. At least for once, Nigeria is able to sing, being better than some very powerful nation in terms of staying alive. Like I jokingly say all the time, Africa is the darling of the world now. If you want to stay alive, they tell you go to Africa. If you want to increase your chances of being alive today, is go to Africa. As against what it used to be before now. However, I have my reservation. When the British government decided to exempt Nigeria from their travel ban list, you should look at it again. It has some economic undertone because they know that your rich, the mighty, they will do everything to escape this country in a chartered aircraft, air ambulance, to touch down at their airport to take the vaccine at whatever price they might want to name it for. So the whites are smarter, they are intelligent, and they are quick to know what's in it for them in anything they say or in anything they do. So if they should shut down a nation like Nigeria, or they should put them on that travel list ban, it's an economic minus for Britain. So they'd rather make Nigeria one of the last countries on earth they want to put on such list, particularly at a time when they have the sham, the vaccine to keep people alive. We know what the aspiring president has done, Atiku. He ran to UAE, to Dubai, to take his own shot, leaving you the voters who will vote for him. Either you stay alive or you die. That's your own business. I'm the privileged one. I mean, I was ashamed the first time I saw him in the paper. Is the displaying his affluence, rubbing it on our face. That is the kind of leadership we have in Nigeria. Those are the kind of insensitive people that we have who will show up 2023 to ask for our vote. And gullible Nigerians will go into those boxes and dump the same vote for them again. And they will come, they will ride on our stupidity in leadership. That is the kind of situation we have on our hands. I mean, I would have expected somebody the likes of Atiku. Do the vaccination under the carpet. Do it in your room. Do it with the nurse. Don't rub it on our face in the newspaper. So Britain will not put us on that ban list because they know that we have a lot of wanting to stay alive by fire, by force. This is their headquarters. They will rub us blind. They will rub it on our face and poo on our face at the same time. And nobody will ask a question. 2023, you will see them. Now that this vaccine is here, you will soon begin to see them escaping, either by land, by air, by water, to go and take the vaccine. They don't want to die. They don't want to die. So and Britain is good at taking money, the president will soon escape. He was there time and time again for treatment. So what stops him from running there for vaccine and all his cronies? I'm ashamed this morning when I heard that when we come on air and we say this is a failed government, somebody is angry and is saying that we are trying to say something not too appealing. Look at the corruption index you read this morning.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say.
I mean, they are cousins. These topics are all cousins. They are related.
Nigeria is ranked second most corrupt country in
next to Guinea-Bissau.
Yes,
these are failed states. Those are the category where Togo will be leading Nigeria on corruption index. Benin will be leading Nigeria on corruption index. We will be falling far on our face. And somebody came to power in 2015 on the ticket of corruption, that he will kill corruption. Now corruption is swallowing the government. They are in wallows. Look at it. Look at the budget. What they budgeted for meals in Aso Rock this year. It's shameful. If they don't know, so if there's nobody to say it to them, I'm saying it. It is very shameful.
Where is the government getting it wrong? This present administration, as far as the fight against corruption,
they don't have what
is
it
concerned.
takes. They don't have the moral, the political will, and all the will that make up for successful crime campaign, for successful corruption campaign. They don't have it. He that must come to equity. They say he must come with clean hand. Their hands are not clean.
So what do you think? What do you think is the way out?
The way out is for us to tolerate another 2 years. There's no way. There's no solution. Honestly, I kept saying it, and I'm still waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. That this current regime will repent. I don't see how they will do that repentance. I'm still waiting for the mosque or the church where they will do it, and they will choose to do it better. They don't have what it takes. That is the problem. Assuming they have the moral courage or the latitude to be able to make a sweep. Look, let's go to other topic, please.
Okay, there's this story here. It says WHO begins hunt for COVID-19 origins in China after quarantine.
That's another fraud there. After people have died after 1 year, you are now going to Wuhan to look for the first Mr. Corona so that you can arrest him and put him in the bottle. Or what? This is the same China that told all the lies to the entire world, play on everybody's intelligence, that this thing, they denying it didn't come from them, so people brought it to them, and we saw everything, and they played that global fraud, pulled the wool on the face of everybody. And one man stood up and said, this is it. And the whole of America, with all their technology, went into utter blindness and darkness. And they chased that man out of power. The man who stood to corrupt China in the face. And they said, no, we don't want him. Give us Barabbas. Nail this Jesus to the cross. And here we are today. So there's corruption everywhere. It's painful. But it's just that if your corruption is for the upliftment of your nation, like the one China is doing now, because they are playing corruption on the whole world, telling the whole world that, look, they are victim of coronavirus. Just like the Fulani are saying now, that they are victim of Fulani herdsmen, that they are suffering from this same attack. Just like the Yoruba is complaining, the Igbo is complaining. So the Fulani too are complaining that they are victim. So China is telling us now that it's also a victim of coronavirus, that they don't even know him. They are denying coronavirus. And a man stood up and said it to their face. This is your own child. Deal with it. And people say, no, you people in the media, you the media powerful people, you join together in the coven and you make sure that you saw his end. So you know it, you are smiling.
All right, to be a part of the discussion this morning, you can call the studio lines at 0908 111 1067, 0908 111 1067, and you can also call 0808 0101067. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah,
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma.
Yes,
Good morning.
My name is Tajuddin Oke from Akana.
Good morning, Tajuddin. Okay, let's hear you.
No, Mr. Debiyi, or I say Chief Adebiyi, your analysis is very, very good. Very, very, very good. Eh? When they are voting this man, he talk good, and they are saying, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. They see Baba now. They see what they are doing now. Baba is doing now for Nigeria. Is that what he promised us that he will do? They are very, very corrupt. Do you think they can change? No. That is the work of God, to punish Nigeria. That there is God. That we should know God. Look at what is happening now in Nigeria. So Muslims should go to mosque, pray forgiveness, and see mercy from God. Christian also. I am a Christian from Gospel Faith Mission International. Yes. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Tajuddin Ojihe.
Thank you so
Okay,
much. Tajuddin.
before Adebi continues, there's a someone's contribution here. Bro Anulu Akwa says, good morning. Instead of the government spending huge amount on buying COVID-19 vaccine from America, why can't the money be channeled for the development of our bad health institution in Nigeria? That's the person's comment on Facebook.
All right, to be a part of the discussion this morning, once again, you can call the studio lines at 0908 111 1067 and 0808 010 1067. 0908 111 1067 and 0808 010 1067. And we're still looking at related development. As a story, security agencies may exploit Nigerians, says Tomori. A professor of virology, Oyewale Tomori, has raised the concern that security agency may exploit Nigerians under the guise of enforcing the newly signed Coronavirus Disease Health Protection Regulations 2021. Your reaction to that?
The solution to that is very simple. We know that corona is real. And the middle name of corona is corruption at all levels, starting from the lab all the way down to the pharmacy is all fraud. Now the security angle of it is what Professor Tomori is looking at. It's riddled with corruption. We all know that. Governments all over the world are jumping left, right, and center, making a kill out of corona. However, is corona real? Very, very real. You need to go to Olodo, you need to go to Onikon, you need to go to all those hospitals. You will know that people are dying in droves. Yes. But don't let us forget, police are still very much in the consciousness of what happened some few months ago in October. So the October dream, the October nightmare is still haunting them. So nobody will mark my word, harass anybody, except you want to kill somebody. People are ready to die ahead of corona now. So if you mess around with anybody, they will eat you raw because they are already living zombies. That is the situation on the street. So no police, no army will be willing to mess around with any Nigerian brain at this point.
We have a caller.
We have another call.
Hello, good morning. Please,
Hello,
can you
good
move
morning.
away from your radio set?
Yes, I'm office.
Okay. Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Olabode Oladipo. I'm calling from Olugberu.
Oh, all right. Let's hear you.
I love the analysis of the analyzer there. It's a very good, he has a very good brain towards what is the problem in Nigeria. Nigeria is a very corrupt country. I don't know what is wrong with us. Whether it's a chance that is worrying our leaders, I don't even understand.
It's corruption.
The corruption is on the high side. There's not. I can testify to you that in Africa here, the corona cannot survive. And I've proved with most of my professors that doing this corona thing, it is their period to make money like the Niger, like the Nepal. It is the period of many doctors because the leaders, they don't have a focus. We have insecurity. They're supposed to do away with insecurity. These Fulani men that are covering all our nation, that want to destroy us, that want us to turn the whole country to an injury. The people are in the market there. How many? You know what coronavirus is? If you ever meet coronavirus, it's like a lion trapping an animal in the bush. Corona kills within a few hours. While you look at it, they use ventilator, the most powerful oxygen machine, to prevent people from dying from corona. So we only have a malaria, high-profile malaria, which has been with us. There was a time then when we brought, HIV here. Where is HIV now today? When you go in England, there you see them sitting with dogs, kissing animals. Nothing happened to them. It's because we don't have people that are wisdom. We only have people that are knowledgeable, that they just go through the book and they don't even want to know how the Oyibo write book. You don't understand? It's only one hour that I see that he has a focus. Ranches can be done in everywhere. I have a frequent flyer to England. You see them when you are traveling from London to Scotland, you see ranches all over. Let ranches be done in let ranches be done to Yoruba in the southwest here. So what is our problem? that we are just killing ourselves like animals. Are we the only country in the whole world whereby we cannot even survive? I cannot travel out to travel away to Akure to go and have party or enjoy my life where people travel in the night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, like I've said before, and I will say it again as a follow-up to what this caller just said. The solution to Nigerian situation is not rocket science. The political class knows the solution.
I think we have another call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us
Good
from?
morning in the house.
Good morning. What's the name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Omaba R.O. Adetula from the Road.
Oh, Prince Adetula. Good morning.
Adetula, yes,
Good morning.
Good day.
Good morning.
The only problem we have in this country is corruption. Corruption. Nothing again than corruption. We are going to spend about 600 billion on a vaccine. Look at our hospitals. How many are we spend 1 billion? We are going to spend $2 billion from Abuja to Niger. What is our gain? So that's something troubling us than corruption. If we don't kill corruption will kill Nigeria. Good day. God bless us.
Thank you so much, Omaba Adetula.
So let me quickly finish that line of thought. You see, we are building on a structure that has crack all over its foundation, riddled with cracks, and yet we keep putting more blocks, more mortar.
Oh, Victor, let's speak this call. We have a caller. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Kindly move away from your radio set so we can hear you well.
Thank you.
All right, the name and where are you calling from?
My name.
Oh, John Unjoku. Good morning.
Yes, let me appreciate your analysis there.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for being good enough to tell us nothing but the truth. I'm aware that silence in the face of evil is evil, and not to speak is to speak. The corruption perception index, as it concerns Nigerians, I think should not surprise anyone. It is surprising the team has succeeded in dismantling that regime. And a lot of reasons can be adduced to the present perception index. The NNDC fund, COVID-19 fund, police extortion, Minister of Disaster Management claim of feeding school children while still at home during the COVID-19 lockdown. A case already at the advanced stage at a federal high court in Jos involving Danjuma Goji that was dramatically withdrawn by Malami to enable Ahmed Lawan emerge the Senate president on challenge and all manners of shenanigans. It is glaring with the present perception index that the West Gate corruption is the senior joke in Nigerian entire history. John Unjoku is my name.
Oh, thank you so much, John Unjoku.
0908-111-1067 and 0808-010-1067. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the discussion this morning.
Okay, we have another.
All right.
Hello.
We lost that. So, Adebi, Victor Adebi, we're still giving your thoughts.
Yes. In conclusion to that line of thought,
Okay.
Restructuring the existing perverse corruption, which has even perverse structure, which has expired anyway, is like driving a C-class, E-class driver's license, which permits you to drive trucks and some cars and other vehicle, which gives you a more comprehensive coverage. Unfortunately, you are driving such six-wheeler, and by the time you are checked, we realize that what you are carrying is for private car, which is B class. Suddenly, that B class is even expired. That is triple tragedy for that driver. That is the situation of Nigeria. Both the British and the Usman Dan Fodio movement are met in halfway in Lokoja way back then and agreed to do this co-joint twins, artificial co-joint twins that brought us together in the name of colonization and jihad and missionary work, everything mixed together, formed this nation, which was not good enough. That having done that, we tolerated it for 100 years. Now the particular called amalgamation, which was fraud, has expired since 2014. So Nigeria is a nation that is now being driven without even any driver's license, without any certification, without any agreement. And the so-called landmass permit that we have on our hand, which is called the 1999 Constitution, is riddled with fake news, with things that will never make a nation go anywhere. And yet we are here hoping, looking into El Dorado, that some magic will happen. And we go to prayer houses, we pray from Monday all the way to Sunday. We go to mosque Friday all the way to another Friday. And we're expecting magic. It will not happen. I stand to be corrected. And we are voting president that even on the national television, simple questions, he couldn't answer it. And it was there on the national, that the vice president was saying he doesn't know it. This is not my making. Go on YouTube and look at all this thing out. We missed it ab initio. So that's why I keep saying, how will somebody who doesn't know the meaning of livestock find solution to livestock problem in a nation that is bedeviled with cattle? How will it happen? It will not happen, sir, because there are no clear-cut program when these people were coming in.
Okay, Victor, because of our time. Now, let's move to Nigeria Immigration Service. There's a story here says NIS collaborate NAPTIP to tackle menace of trafficking, smuggling, and migration. The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, and the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons and Other Related Matters, NAPTIP, have renewed their strategic relationship in the fight against the two dehumanizing crimes that has forced young Nigerian women, ladies, and children into forced labor, sex slavery, and other forms of abuse. And on our part, the NAPTIP boss, Mrs. Iman Ibrahim, assured that the babandede of her agency's collaboration and cooperation in ensuring that the country's rating improves and a new image launder gets at.
The NAPTIP boss has all manner of controversy that brought her to office. Recently, it's all over in the news that she's not qualified. She doesn't have what it takes. The thing is in the news. It's here to, if you go and check online, you will see all these things. We can't build something on nothing. We always settle for.
But now she's assuring Nigerians that there's going to be improvement.
Look, nothing will improve. I'm sorry to.
And that's the reason why they are collaborating with.
The reason is that if the nation is not settled, if people cannot be sure of what to eat, they will go out illegally. That's the problem. When you chase a goat to the wall, just chase that goat to the wall. People are not happy going out of this country. This is a blessed nation. You are here with me in the studio.
Oh, we have a caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Katie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Comrade Katie.
The analysis of what is going on, and we definitely cannot build on nothing. But I'm also thinking of the nation. Okay, if we are even thinking Nigeria is wrong, definitely. We know we have a bad system in place. We should try to build our own regions. Definitely, we will restructure. There is no other way for this nation to go. But it is time to prepare for the next 50 years, when Nigeria will become almost the most populous nation, one of the largest in the world. So we should begin to put structures in place that will ensure that our people can be fed. If not, we will now find ourselves again in our regions fighting one another. It is time for whatever region, the Yoruba nation, the Igbo nation, whatever nation, to think of sustainability in terms of their food. We should begin to farm more. We should be able to do more. We should be able to spend money on our researches. If the federal government of Nigeria will not involve in researches, let the people of this state or your state begin to involve themselves in researches. We must go beyond thinking of ourselves as individuals. If anybody had any money now, it is not time to be fasting. It is time to invest in medical researches to save our people. prevention is better than cure. Thank you.
Well, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much,
Comrade
Michael.
Katie.
Very, very quickly.
Okay, now,
It is
Mr.
good.
Victor Adebi, I want you to relate with this. The Nigerian Diaspora Commission has announced the return of 384 Nigerians from Saudi Arabia, and the returns are part of the 802 stranded Nigerians.
They will go
that the
back
Nigerian government,
at the next available
promised to evacuate
opportunity if they have nothing doing in this country. If there's no electricity to do that small nylon factory business, or to do that sugar packaging repacking business, or to run that buka, to have some little cottage industries. China never started with all this heavy industry. They started with little cottage industry 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Today they are tiger of the world. So also are so many other countries like Vietnam and all of them. After the Second World War, they started small. But here, the most fundamental thing you need to grow a nation is electricity. This government failed woefully.
Let's pick this
So if you can't
call.
do that,
I
how
think
will
this
you
will be the last
expect
call
magic?
for today.
Yes.
Hello, good morning. What's the name and where you calling us from?
Hello, I'm Olabode Oladipo again, calling from Ologeru.
Very brief.
I love this speaker. This speaker is supposed to be in government. He knows what really is going. I'm telling you. I don't know the reason why we can be a big country like this and there's no electricity. People are suffering in development. Go and look at it. You work 24/7 in London here. We try electricity. There's no electricity. We continue to have a criminal. I'm telling you, Nigeria is a desert country. If we can have a good leader to pass us around. I'm telling you.
All right, thank you so much, Olabode, because of our time. Thank you so much. All right, in very brief, Victor Adabi, because of our time, very brief.
Well,
imperative.
The bottom line, the baseline is this. I say it all the time and I'm saying it again. You don't give what you don't have. What make the edge you have over me and what makes you a broadcaster here? Your voice is sweet. Mine could deafen some people listening to me at home. If they listen to me for too long, they'll be bored. But they can listen to you from now to tomorrow because you are blessed in that area. Some other people are blessed with leadership skill. Anywhere they are, they will prefer solution irrespective of miles and line of challenge. They are gifted. Those are leaders. Not people who are leader by religion and by ethnicity. And by way of how much corrupt money you can spend during voting exercise. When those three things are in place, which are the things driving our leadership in Nigeria? Corruption. How much corrupt money are you able to spend? How much religious follower do you have? How much ethnicity follower do you have? When those three determine who lead a nation, that nation will remain a crawler.
All right, thank you so much, Victor Adebi. Thank you so much. Before we round off, let me take the story. Oyo launches Hajj savings scheme. Governor Seyi Makinde has launched Oyo State Hajj savings scheme in Ibadan. The governor, who was represented by his chief of staff, Chief BC Ilaka, at the Pilgrim Welfare Board, Ibadan emphasized the resolve of the government to put welfare of citizens at the front burner. Muslim Umar inclusive, he therefore enjoined Muslims to embrace the newly launched scheme in the state. The chairman, Oyo State Pilgrim Welfare Board, Muslim wing, Professor Saeed Malik, in his welcome speech, stressed the benefit of the Hajj savings scheme to include making pilgrim to Mecca and Medina easier for Muslims through gradual and convenient savings scheme, subsidizing the cost of performing Hajj with the profits that would accrue to the depositors.
All right, I think this is where we'll be drawing the curtains. Thank you so much, Adebi, Victor Adebi, for
Thank you for coming, Victor.
Analysis.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure always.
All right, that will be all on today's edition of Newsreel, reaching you from Pensioners 106.7 FM. Many thanks to our callers on the show today. And many thanks to you, our dear listener. My name is Israel Adejumobi. I'm saying have a wonderful day and join us on Monday again for another fresh package of Newsreel.
I crave your indulgence, our listener, and the house to take necessary precautions as regards COVID-19. COVID-19 is real. My name is Olamide Sholari. Many thanks for listening to us. Good morning and have a beautiful day.
Pensioners FM.
alẹ̀ pẹ́pẹ́.
ètò tí ó gbẹ́jú gbẹ́jà àti lóde pensioner ṣẹ̀fẹ̀.
Àìlẹ́lẹ́ bá tilẹ̀, a ó fọmọ Yorùbá yọ̀ ní lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ ẹni.
We spice up your morning.
Get refreshed and get up for the day.
Our inspirational talks widens your horizon.
It's Breakfast Blast.
Oh, it's Breakfast Blast.
Oh, it's Breakfast Blast.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday